All right, everybody, I am back with a brand new, rare Saturday DC update. And I'm going to share something with you guys here today that I thought was absolutely disgusting on Twitter. And we're going to see some interactions that were going on between Gunn and one specific individual. And we're going to talk about that situation here in a few minutes. But I do have a couple of photos to show you. Now, before I show you the photos, a couple people got upset with my last video where I was joking about, obviously, the mascot Batman being at the unveiling of the Hollywood star, on the Walk of Fame there, that I was claiming that was the real Batman suit. And you obviously didn't watch the video because right around the 50-second mark, I tell everybody it's a joke. So all the haters only want to take out what they think they want to hear out of the videos. You actually got to listen to what I say because I'm never going to lie to my audience or sway you guys in the wrong direction. That is never going to happen. And so that was totally a joke, and I admit it at the 50-second mark. So I didn't drag it on to the end of the video. I was straight up with you guys at the very beginning, so those comments were ridiculous. But let's take a look at what I've grabbed since yesterday's update. All right, the first thing I wanted to share here is there is basically a GoFundMe going on to help get the Ayer cut released. They want to do a billboard that will sit right outside David Zaslav's office, and this was organized by @JustBenByDay on Twitter, on X, whatever you want to call it, and they're going to do a GoFundMe to help make this happen. And this movie deserves to see the light of day. David Ayer deserves to have his version of this movie released. Jared Leto deserves his performance as the Joker to shine. People don't know. A lot of people don't know he had over an hour of actual footage that was supposed to be in the film that got cut down to less than 5 minutes of screen time. And so there's a lot of stuff we didn't get to see, and you can't judge somebody's performance on 5 minutes. And so this is something that needs to happen. And so you can go to X, you can go to the Ayer cut, @CutAyer. You will see the link to the GoFundMe, and if you guys want to see this release, this is a good way to get it in front of Zaslav. So this is very interesting. It says DC Studios and HBO's much ballyhooed series Lanterns is hitting its final casting stages with Rebel Ridge star Aaron Pierre and the piano lesson actor Stephan James in the mix to play fan favorite hero Jon Stewart. If I had to choose either one of these guys, I would definitely choose Aaron Pierre. He was amazing in Rebel Ridge, and I think he has the exact look of Jon Stewart. I think he would be amazing in that role. He's got a very cool demeanor to him, and I would like to see him in that role. I don't think that Stephan James looks really anything like Jon Stewart. So I would like to see Aaron Pierre pick up that role. So we'll see what happens here shortly. It's funny that Gunn's not coming out talking about any of this stuff because he said nothing is true and you can't trust anything unless he comes out and tells you. He hasn't said anything in regards to Lanterns. Now, I put this in the weird category as to why they would even do this to begin with, but it says a Bane and Deathstroke team-up movie is in the works at DC Studios. And this comes from the Hollywood Reporter, so this is something that is actually happening. And Matthew Orton, who wrote Captain America: Brave New World, will write the script. Now, nobody has seen Brave New World yet. I don't know Matthew Orton at all. But these two characters, this shows you that James Gunn is jumping into a very established universe, like ridiculous, like something nobody has ever done before. And they're going to be throwing a lot of weird things to see what sticks. Before we ever get anything like this, I would like to see a proper Superman-Batman team-up film. How hard is it to do a World's Finest and announce something like that? I want to see a World's Finest movie. And I don't think we're ever going to get stuff like that. Instead, we're going to get these weird offshoots. Both of these characters are amazing, by themselves, but a team-up movie? Really? I don't see how that's going to work. Got a couple of photos here from Alex Ross, who is an amazing artist. I have his Kingdom Come series, and I think it is pretty freaking awesome. And so what he did here is he showed a couple of pictures, some not drawings, but paintings that he's done, and how it kind of coincides with some of the Snyder stuff. So this was pretty freaking cool. Here's more from Alex Ross. He is an absolute legend. He does some amazing stuff. So he tagged Jim Lee at this. It's pretty cool. He does stuff every once in a while. All right, so now we're going to take a look at this Twitter post, and I'm going to tell you my feelings on this. All right, so first I wanted to share the original post by James Gunn. And he said, "I just lost a friend to alcoholism. I am devastated. If you are struggling with alcoholism or addiction, please reach out to someone. If you are considering getting help or trying to get sober, please do. I wouldn't have anything in my life. I probably wouldn't have a life if it weren't for my sobriety. My hope is my friend's loss might lead to the well-being of someone out there who needs to hear these words. Maybe that person is you." Okay? And this is horrible. This is horrible that this happened to James Gunn. But what's more horrible here is how some people are reacting to this. So this person here, Mill Inside the Box, Mill, or me inside the box, sorry, not Mill, said, "Tough, but that's karma for betraying Snyder and all of your DC fans. You should have gotten Henry Cavill back as Superman. He was a very kind man that you stabbed in the back for some unknown actor who treats his fans like they're nothing. We aren't nothing." Okay, guys, this is completely uncalled for. It's disgusting. When somebody loses somebody, that's real life. It goes way beyond this, the cape shit and all the hero stuff, and it's very grounded. And to attack somebody because they did something you didn't like on this kind of a level is completely uncalled for. Completely uncalled for. These are the people that make everybody else look bad. So someone posted, "I was wondering how long I'd have to scroll until I found a reply like this. You are awful." Now, James Gunn goes on to say, "Here's the beautiful thing. You had to scroll a long time to get to it, as I did. I'm really touched by the kind, thoughtful, and supportive responses, even from people I have muted for being troll-like in the past. So the very rare response like this is a beautiful reminder that when it comes to the important stuff, most people are pretty wonderful." Then that person responded with, "Muting people to have a safe space on Twitter from real fans who have valid criticism about the way you stole DC away from real directors and fans to Nepo hire your friends is crazy. But hey, at least you get some sympathy over some fake story, little bro." Again, this is uncalled for, guys. You have to be better than this. You have to be better than this. There is no reason anybody should be posting stuff like this. And then someone said, "Now I'm actually glad the Snyderverse is dead. These shitheads have no sympathy." It's not these. It's one individual here. Okay? It's one individual. And to come back and then say that, this is what causes the divide amongst people, guys. It really does. And I'm glad James Gunn cleared this up because he said this isn't fans of Zack. It's one person who obviously has some personal issues that are deeper that can be dealt with here, and for which I hope that person gets some relief, and for which I don't think attacking that person helps, and I request people don't do it. Right now, I am only grateful for everyone who has shown me compassion in a difficult moment despite that we may or may not agree upon regarding casting, comics, politics, or whatever. And James Gunn, this is probably some of the best posting I've seen by James Gunn. He's obviously lost somebody close to him, and nobody should attack them. We saw the same thing when Zach lost his daughter and the horrible comments that people said. You have to be better than this. All right, guys, so I wanted to share that here today. It's really horrible the way people behave, and this kind of, vitriol, there's no place for it. None whatsoever. I sympathize with James Gunn in this situation. I really feel for the guy, because it would be horrible to lose somebody under circumstances like that. And so just let the guy grieve, let him have his peace, and don't spread hate like that. Just don't do it. All right, guys, we will see you on the next video.